Well, today we've got On the Technology on the road at the Hyde facility in Idaho Falls, Idaho. And with me is Lemoyne Hyde. And Lemoyne, thanks for taking some time out to not only let us take advantage of your outfitting business, which we've enjoyed 3 great days of fishing, and your lodge, but today we're going to focus on your drift boats, which you started how many years ago?
Oh, we started them about, well, I started building a few boats in about 1985, and then I really got serious in it about 1990, 89 to 90, right in there.
Well, I think we can do is go into your facility. It's an off day, so we don't have all the noise and whatnot. We can see how the boats are made, the indestructibility of them. But before we get in there, I got to ask you what your goal was, because you now have the #1 drift boat in America. But what was your goal when you started back building drift boats?
Well, really, I was just trying to meet my own needs. I was trying to build a boat. I run the Middle Fork of the Salmon River, which is one of the most technical whitewater rivers in the United States. And I needed a boat that would really respond quick, handle quick. It was pretty indestructible to handle the rocks and stuff, because it doesn't matter whether you're going to hit a rock or not, it's just how many. So we started designing one that would really handle that hydraulics and so forth, and it ended up being a real boat.
It did. Now you sell more boats here than any other company in the States.
Actually, we sell more than anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world.
Of course, they're not built much outside of the United States, so that's not a real heavy statement, but in the United States we're almost twice as big as the closest competitor.
Well, and for good reason too. We fished a lot of these boats and they're really incredible. I think what we could do now is maybe head back into the shop and you can show us a little bit about how they're made.
Love to show it to you.
Well, before we get to the boats, probably one of the more important parts is towing the boat and getting it to your location, and you guys actually build your own trailers here.
Yeah, we build between 500 and 600 of them a year. We had particular items that we wanted to have, and of course with the supply that we needed, about the only way that we could take care of it was to build them ourselves. But if you notice this here, and you'll notice throughout our whole production, that everything that we do is locked in jigs, so that we can take this trailer and any part off from it and put it on another trailer, and all of them just snap together. We do the same thing in our drift boats. Every storage box, everything is identical, so that we can pop it into other boats. I'd listen to trailers coming down the road, and you'd hear them bang and clatter and all that kind of stuff, and this one here, there's no noise whatsoever.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go to the boats.
All right.
Well, here they are, the boats which you've designed to be a fly fishing boat. Not just fly fishing only, but you designed it for the fly fishermen.
Right. That was one of our other purposes. I mentioned the fact that we designed them to handle the heavy hydraulics and the water, but the other scenario in that was I wanted to fly fish as I went down the river, and so consequently we redesigned the boat so that it would handle a person in the front and a person in the back, and that way you could fly fish those 2 areas. And where the previous boats was all designed to put 2 people in the front of the boat and just pull plugs and things like that, which was the kind of fishing that they did. And we've even on the sides of our boat put a 4-foot straight section in there so that the water can get direction as it flows by. It's similar to an aircraft wing. The flow of the water and the flow of air is quite similar in their effects. It's just a different media that's going by it. So
we've got a couple of work in progress boats here.
Yeah, this one is an actual mold. That's what this boat comes out of. We put about 35 coats of wax on it so that it'll release the boat when we get done building it in the mold itself.
Interesting. And the fiberglass you use too is quite different than other boats.
Yes, we use a high-density bidirectional nylon cloth, which takes a lot more time to build the boat than does the chop gun design. This one here is an actual sewn fiber, just like your clothing is, or a real heavy nylon garment or parachute, that kind of stuff.
Right.
And we hand lay it in to make sure that we get that kind of strength. And then we put almost 6 layers of that cloth in the chine area. And in order to test that, we took it out and took a .357 Magnum pistol at 10 feet and shot it into the chine area onto the boats, and the bullet would just barely penetrate to the inside. We shot it 10
Okay.
times, and I mean, they all did the same. So it was interesting to see. It's a very, very strong, stable boat.
Wow, I guess, and time consuming to build, obviously, too.
Right. It takes 3 times as long to hand lay a boat as it does to build one with a chop gun.
Oh. But
So,
the quality that goes in, of course, everybody appreciates the quality when they get out in the river.
yeah.
Okay. Well, just maybe we can step outside. You got a few boats out here we can take a look
Yeah.
at.
Okay.
Oh, this is quite the inventory you have out here.
Yeah, we've got probably 70, 80 boats here. Every one of them sold except for about 10 of them. So
Sold? This isn't just inventory? Wow.
no, this is most of them's all on order, and deposits has been paid, and just waiting
Wow.
to come get them.
That's impressive. Well, you know, after fishing in them and seeing what you put into making these boats and how good they really are, I can understand why people would want to have them.
Well, we've put our family name on them, and you know, we build them to fit our own needs. We're really our own worst critics in the business, and we want to make sure that the people go out and can have a good experience in them.
Yeah. Well, that's impressive.
They're a great group of people, and we want to take good care of them.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for taking the time and showing us your factory and
You
getting us
betcha.
into some awesome fishing that we've had the last few days.
Well, it sounds like you caught a few.
Yeah.
That's great.
You got a great
You
little
have to
piece
come
of-
back and see us again.
Oh, we'll do that for sure. Great little piece of paradise here.
Great.
Yeah.